My mother tried to speak, but I saw it, the shift in her expression, the dawning realization that her house of hierarchy had collapsed inward. I leaned back, watched them all drown in the truth I'd been sculpting in silence. His fiancée, looked between us, confused. "What's going on?" Daniel snapped. "He's lying." I smiled, the kind of smile that doesn't reach the eyes. Am I? I slid my phone across the table. On it, a message thread. Daniel's messages, his calls to my father, plans to cut me out of the company, manipulate assets, drain trust funds. Every piece of deceit preserved, time-stamped, and dated. Her face went pale. My father's breathing changed, slow, uneven. "You spied on us?" "No," I said quietly. "You just never realized who I was watching." I let that sink in, watched the cracks widen. He looked smaller now, not the man who'd once stood above me, just a man exposed, fragile under the weight of his own schemes. My brother slammed the phone down. "You think this makes you better than us?" "No," I said. "It makes me free." He pushed his chair back, rage trembling in his hands. His fiancée didn't move. She couldn't. She was still staring at me, at the truth unfolding in front of her like a slow, merciless film. My father whispered, "What do you want?" I stood, adjusted my jacket. Nothing. And that's when they understood. Revenge isn't about taking back what's yours. It's about proving you never needed it. I looked at Daniel's fiancée, her eyes still wide, questioning everything. "Congratulations," I said softly. "You're marrying into a family built on lies. Make sure you keep receipts." Then I turned to my parents. "You told me I'd die a failure. Maybe you were right, but I died quietly. And the man standing in front of you isn't trying to be part of your house anymore. He owns the land it stands on." No one spoke. No one could. I picked up the glass of water, took a slow sip, and set it down. "Enjoy dinner," I said. Then I left. Outside, the night was cold, still. The air carried a strange peace I hadn't felt in years. I didn't smile. I didn't celebrate. Some victories aren't loud. They just end things. Behind me, the laughter would never sound the same again. They would live with what they did, and who I became because of it. Because the truth is, I didn't rise despite them. I rose because of them. And that was the most exquisite revenge of all. I asked them to gather in Father's study, the same room where he'd once taught me about loyalty and legacy. The irony tasted metallic. I placed a single envelope on the desk. He frowned. "What's this?" I didn't answer. I let the silence stretch until it started to hum. He opened it. Inside, certified bank transfers, screenshots, forged signatures, timelines, and one printed photo, the family day post. His color drained. Mother reached for his arm. My sister froze mid-breath. Then, softly, I spoke. "You didn't expect me to wake up." No one replied. My sister tried first. "It wasn't intentional?" I interrupted, my voice calm, detached. "You forged a dead man's name, posted a celebration before the funeral." Her eyes filled, but I felt nothing. Father's breathing grew ragged. "You don't understand," he said. "It was necessary, for the family." I almost laughed. Family? The same word he'd buried behind greed. "You taught me something valuable," I said. "Always prepare for the worst. Always keep copies." I slid another folder forward. Legal documents. The lawyer's notarized report. The reversal order already filed. By tomorrow morning, everything reverts to me. Every share, every title, every trace. He opened his mouth to protest, but I wasn't listening. "You've both built your empire on my death," I continued. "Now live with the corpse." I stood. My heart monitor beeped faintly from my pocket, still tracking recovery. The sound reminded me that I was alive, and that they were not. Mother whispered my name. I didn't turn. Some part of her still believed I'd forgive her silence. At the door, I paused, looked back once. My father sat rigid, staring at the evidence like it was a mirror. My sister's mascara streaked her cheeks, her hands shaking. The empire of deceit had collapsed. Quietly, efficiently. No shouting, no violence. Only truth. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't demand retribution. It demands exposure. I left the study without a sound. Behind me, the rain grew heavier, washing nothing clean. Outside, the air was cold. My body still ached, but the pain had purpose now. I realized I didn't need revenge. I'd already taken everything by simply surviving. They would wake tomorrow stripped of power, fortune, and legacy. Their names still engraved on the office doors, but mine on the deeds. Silence, I thought, is the sharpest form of justice. I reached my car, hands steady. The hospital tag still clung to my wrist like a memory of weakness. I tore it off and let it fall into the gutter. I didn't look back. They say when your heart stops, you see the truth. I did. And when it started again, I saw who deserved to stop instead. I drove into the dark without headlights, letting the road swallow the past. Behind me, that house, our family home, stood like a mausoleum. Inside it, the living buried the dead. And for the first time, I understood peace. Not forgiveness, just absence. Because sometimes the only way to win is to leave them drowning in the silence you leave behind.